don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I could not stand the thought of staying nearly a week out there, being pressured into making a decision.
So what did you do?
I agreed with her and said, let's go home.
No wonder my advice for the two of you to stay and enjoy yourselves fell on deaf ears.
This your official resignation, then?
No, I'll put it in writing first thing tomorrow morning at the office.
Well, I guess I should say I'm not surprised, but I am.
Dave, you know how uncomfortable I've been at that clinic.
I feel uncomfortable every time I think of the work that has to be done down there. But that doesn't alter the fact that this is the most important work that you and I could be doing.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel that way anymore.
I thought you were mature enough not to let your feelings get in the way of your work.
All right, you want rationalizations, huh? You want rationalizations instead of feelings? Here's a couple for you. I'll be able to better provide for my wife and my child. That's number one. Number two, this job is a stepping stone to bigger and better things.
Yes, and with each step you take, you're using less and less of the talent you were blessed with and getting further away from the work that you were called to do.
Why is it everybody seems to know what I was called to do except for me?
Because the clinic was your idea. It was your vision from the beginning.
Well, I have lost that vision. It's gone. I give it to you freely. You can take it and help someone else, maybe pull them out of the gutter the way Jeff Cummings pulled you out of the gutter. I'm sorry, Dave. You know, I really didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
It's just the way he says things sometimes. He's so blunt and insensitive. Mom, I want to support him. I know that he's going through a lot. But he's cutting me off. He won't even talk to me.
Honey, come on. Let's sit down. Remember the day you got married and we were up in your bedroom just before we went to the church?
Yeah.
Well, I told you then something that my mother told me. Marriage is a continually evolving relationship. Husbands and wives change. And we've got to be able to adapt to that or our marriages can't survive.
Yeah, well, physically, I mean, we're still doing pretty good. And we go to church every Sunday and we pray every night before we go to bed like we always have. But, I don't know, it just seems like he really doesn't even want to do those things. Do you know what I mean? That's why I didn't want to fight him about this job in Dallas.
Then it was a good decision on your part. As long as you believe in your heart, it's the right thing to do. Do you?
No need to apologize, Ben. A lot of people were responsible for helping me out of the gutter. You were one of them, and I'll always be indebted to you no matter what you do.
Still, that was a cheap shot, and I'm very sorry. The clinic wouldn't be what it is today, Dave, without you. And I promise I'm not going to leave the clinic until it's properly staffed. In fact, I've inquired at the hospital about expanding the list of physicians who are willing to donate their time there at the clinic.
That won't be necessary.
No, I want to help, I really do. And once the Salaam Bible's retrieved, you're going to have more money than you know what to do with.
If it's retrieved. You know, I don't mean to sound negative, but you know as well as I do that $1 million won't even begin to pay for the expansions of the facilities. That's not your problem anymore, is it? You know, your timing is perfect. The clinic is about to receive $1 million, and you're about to receive national publicity.
Why, is the AMA writing another article about me?
Oh, no, better than that. You're going to receive nationwide publicity. Now the masses will know who you are.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you had a visit from a reporter from Upbeat magazine. I think her name's Monica Evans.
Are you serious?
Oh, absolutely. She's popularizing you as something of a cross between Albert Schweitzer and Dr. Christian Bernard.
Upbeat magazine, huh? Well, just think, I'll be right up there in every supermarket right at the checkout lane with all the other magazines.
Yes, well, that shouldn't be too bad for you, especially the way you're talking about stepping stones.
That makes us even now. Well, I really don't want anything to do with Upbeat magazine. I mean, can you imagine this article? Some heartwarming article about my struggle stuck right there between some do-it-yourself psychology and some movie star's summer wardrobe.
Excuse me, you two. John Brubaker is here.
Did he stop by to check up on you?
No, as a matter of fact, he came here with Jean and Ione, and he said that Harold, Webster, and Jeremy are coming over.
A welcoming home party. At least the evening's not a total loss.
No, I guess what it is everybody's going to discuss a plan to get to Reverend Guthrie. He's got the Salaam Bible at the revival Ion's church is hosting.
Well, that's just what we all need. Some more excitement.
Did he tell you about his decision to leave the clinic?
Yes?
Do you think there's any chance he's going to change his mind?
Well, I don't think so, Terry. As much as I hate to see him leave, I know he's given this a lot of thought, and he won't change his mind. What does Lori think about it?
Well, she says that she accepts it. I think it's going to be quite a while before she really does.
I think it's going to be quite a while before any of us do.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sergeant Brubaker.
Yeah.
I've tried several times to get through to Reverend Guthrie, but I just can't seem to get through. I even tried to get to Reverend Woods, but he doesn't seem to be at the church or at home either.
Mrs. Redmond, don't feel so bad. If I'd had any brains, I'd have taken the Bible out of my car when I found it.
Well, you know, Leon told me that I should thank you in person, and if I would have, we would have both discovered it. Instead, I was in such a rush, I just wrote that little note to you.
Look, either way, Lance is going to put two and two together. He's going to end up at that revival.
He knows the Bible was in my car.
Yeah, but does he know that Leon took it out again?
Yeah. You know something? More importantly, this Janice Wright, she knows that Reverend Guthrie has... And she's over there now getting an interview.
Shucks, I just hope he has the good sense to keep that Bible out of her hands, since she and the princess are one and the same.
It's true, guys. Gene, I think we're going to have to keep that piece of information on ice for right now.
Oh, you don't have to worry. Reverend Guthrie isn't going to let anybody get near that Bible. I spoke to Brother Austin, and he said it's locked up because the Reverend wants to use it in the sermon.
Look, instead of just sitting here doing nothing, why don't we go down there and see if we can't find the Bible?
Absolutely, I think it's a good
And run the chance of somebody getting shot with that crazy Lance running around with all that crowd of people?
All those people, right.
I have to agree with Harold. Officially, I can't ask any of you to do anything. And I certainly don't want to endanger your lives.
So what we can do? We can stand around here like a bunch of idiots because our hands are tied?
No. We're going to get our acts together. That's what we're going to do. Now, that meeting's going to start in less than an hour. So I suggest that we come up with some kind of plan and fast.
Yeah.